Hello, and welcome to Metaphysical Millennial. I'm Jenna Rae, your host and spiritual big sister. This podcast is a cozy corner of the cosmos for the weird, wise, and wonderful, where we explore all things magical, mystical, and metaphysical, with soulful curiosity, glittery wonder, and an open heart. My mission is to hold space for your spiritual journey and guide you back to your truth, to help you feel seen, supported, and connected as you reclaim your power and remember who you really are. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let the magic find you. Hey besties, let me paint a picture for you. It's 1999. You're in your bedroom, all sprawled out on the floor. Your lava lamp glowing in the background, the smell of cucumber melon in the air. Your diary's open with scribbles of, "Let me please marry Nick Carter," or "I'm gonna become a famous singer." And you are dreaming without a care in the world. I love that my childhood and 90s and 2000s culture was enveloped with this dream big mantra and mentality. Like the affirmations that we wore on our shirts, girl power, the fortune tellers that we would play with at recess, playing MASH with your best friends, and playing MASH until you got the results that you wanted. That is law of attraction at its finest. And it came so naturally as a child because we were not taught to think any different. The law of attraction operates on the principle that thoughts, being a form of energy, can attract similar energy into one's life. If I go around saying, "Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I just don't feel good," that is inviting more of that not feeling good energy to enter my life. Like attracts like. So positive thoughts attract positive experiences, while negative thoughts attract negative experiences. By focusing on what you want and holding a clear intention, you can attract those things into your reality. So me playing MASH as a 7-year-old, hoping that I was going to marry my crush and live in a mansion, and playing that until I got the right result, could only bring that into my life. Right? It's not just about thinking the thought. It's about feeling it fully and creating space for it. What law of attraction isn't is toxic positivity, controlling outcomes, and hustling to force it. What law of attraction is surrendering to the flow of life, co-creation, and intuition meets intention. You following your heart and embracing where you would like to go and the things that you would like to manifest into your life. Creating space for the things that you want into your life. You have to clear out space to invite that in. Sometimes that means letting go of some relationships to create space for new relationships. Sometimes that means getting rid of old clothing that you no longer wear so that you have space to get new clothing to put into your closet or your dresser. It's crazy how easily we embodied law of attraction as kids and teenagers. Daydreaming in class, visualization, believing in magic, chainmail, your first tarot deck, horoscopes. Oh my gosh, I lived by my horoscope. Any magazine that I had my hands on, I was looking at the horoscope section. What is going on in my life and how can I better explain it? My horoscope was going to tell me exactly that. Remember how serious we were about making a wish at 11:11? Like the whole day could change depending on what we asked for. We weren't naive, we were more tuned in. And that version of you still exists. And it's powerful. Much more powerful than we would be led to believe. A lot of this can be explained scientifically. So, mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are neurons in our brain that fire both when performing an action and when observing the same action. This connection suggests that observing positive actions and emotions and even simulating them through mirror neurons by observing may contribute to attracting similar experiences into one's own life, which means that your surroundings are crucial to your overall well-being. Your immediate group of friends, the podcasts that you choose to listen to, the shows that you choose to watch, the things that you're choosing to program into your brain will help create your reality. Whatever you feed your head is essentially what will become your reality. This is why affirmations can be so powerful, because you are tuning in, even if you don't believe them at first, you're tuning into that frequency and that energy of, I am worthy. I love myself. I am healthy. After a while of you saying that and you repeat that to yourself numerous times, you do start to believe it. And it changes the energy that you have on a cellular level. This can go both ways. What we experience as children, or even adults, what we experience in our lives and what people tell us and what the truth that they tell us, if it's consistent, we may start to believe that after a while, whether that's positive or negative. It's very important that you can look at things from a bird's eye view and identify relationships in your life and media that you consume and the different aspects of your life to make sure that you tailor that to be a positive and peaceful life for yourself. The way that mirror neurons play a role in how we learn, empathize, or even create our reality is that by consciously observing and internalizing positive experiences, we may also be able to leverage that power of our mirror neuron system to attract more positivity into our life. Makes sense, right? Last summer, Hunter and I took my dog to the park. It was a really nice day outside, so we wanted to take him on a really long walk and just enjoy the sunshine. And when we got to the park, I asked Hunter if he had ever found a 4-leaf clover. Like, man, I've never found a 4-leaf clover before. I think it would be so cool. Have you ever found one? And I kid you not, I looked down and immediately found one. Like that moment. It was insane. We were both stunned. I think we stood there for at least 2 minutes in awe of what had just happened. My energy aligned with that 4-leaf clover and finding it in the split second that I commanded the universe to give it to me. It was pretty nuts. Now, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, because sometimes manifestation does not work. There are life experiences that are inevitable. There are generational patterns that make us doubt that we're allowed to receive good things. There are mental blocks and limiting beliefs that may be very deep-seated that we have to really do the work to let go of to be able to manifest what we desire. And manifestation is a tool. I want to be clear about that. It's a tool. Just because I speak about wanting to have better health or wanting to be more abundant financially doesn't mean that only speaking it will bring it into existence. Speaking it and saying to myself, I am financially abundant, reprograms my brain to think more abundantly, for me to make better financial decisions, for me to make better health choices, for me to eat healthier foods. It is a tool in addition to the hard work that you put in. Society, our childhood, the people in our lives can cause us to have limiting beliefs or internalized beliefs of what is possible in our lives. And I can tell you that you are capable of breaking those cycles, but it does take work. You attract more when you're rooted in truth, and you attract more when you're rewiring your brain to believe that you can have what you desire. Another large part about the law of attraction is gratitude. Looking at your life and being grateful for what you already have. allows you to realize that there are good things in your life that you should be grateful for. And it helps bring more of those things to be grateful for in. During COVID, I was a store manager, a retail store manager. And there was a lot going on in all of our lives. And I had such a great team that came in and gave it their all every day and really pushed to make sure that we could service the needs of our customers during that time. And I'd drive home every day and kind of decompress and think about the day that we had and what more we could do and what could I do for my team. Every morning we would gather for a huddle. We would go over numbers and different important topics that everyone needed to be tuned into. And something that I started to do during COVID was, before we went over numbers or anything like that, we would go around in a circle and everyone would say one thing that they were grateful for that day. And I felt it was important to bring to light for my team that although all of this crazy was happening around us, that there were still things to be grateful for. And I felt like that helped contribute positively to their lives at that time when there were so many things going on in the world that we had no control over. The one thing that we could control is our mindset. And I feel like it positively impacted those people that would attend the huddles. I know it seems small and it seems, minor compared to big bonus checks from the government and things like that, but really being there for your community and sharing positivity was crucial to us mentally surviving that time. Practicing gratitude is still something that is very important to me in my daily life. I wake up, I let my dog out every morning, and when I'm standing in the backyard waiting for him to do his business, I look at my little house and I just think to myself, man, I'm so grateful for this home. I'm so grateful for this yard. I'm so grateful for my dog. I'm so grateful for the people in my life. I'm grateful that I woke up today. I am so grateful for all of these things that are in my life and for the life that I live right now and the peace that I've managed to build. When you practice gratitude, you're tuning into the frequency of positivity because those are positive things in your life. If you could focus on the things that you're not grateful for, you could focus on all of the bad things, but what is that really going to do? That's going to continue to draw in more of that negative energy. And then you'll start to notice more of the negative things in your life. One of my first pieces of advice to anyone that's struggling and going through a hard time is every day find one thing to be grateful for. One thing. It can be small, it can be big, it can be something in your past, it can be a person, it can be outside of yourself, it can be a thing, it can be anything. But find one thing to be grateful for every single day, and you will notice more and more things that you should be grateful for in your life. And I don't know if that's science-backed or not, but it works for me, and it has worked for many other people that I know. Drawing in that positivity brings more positivity into your life. Do you remember making a vision board when you were younger? Maybe you didn't even realize that it was a vision board, but we would cut out all different sorts of things from magazines and newspapers and pictures that we had taken and plaster them all on a poster board and put it on our wall, and we thought it was the greatest things ever. And honestly, it was. It was a vision board. We just didn't even realize that we were making them. I remember many times I would decorate my binders. I'd have the binder where you could slip the piece of paper in the front of it, and I'd cut out all sorts of different things and put that on a piece of paper so I could slip it in, and my binder would be really cool for school. Those are vision boards, and they're very impactful. If you're looking at your goal every day, you're tuning into that frequency and that energy of your goal. You're looking at that passport that's on your vision board and saying, hey, okay, what do I need to do to get that? All right. It's always on the top of your mind, and you're so much more likely to actually take the steps to get that because it's in your vision every day, literally, vision board, get it? You're tuning into that frequency of those goals, and you're keeping it clear in your mind of what you're trying to accomplish. So for the next 2 weeks, I would like to give you some cosmic homework. You could create a digital vision board that you can save to the home screen of your phone. You could create a 90s, 2000s collage of your vision board that, has your dream life on it and some goals that you would like to accomplish. You could journal about the things that you would like to manifest into your life. You could start saying affirmations to tune into the frequency of manifesting the life of your dreams. Or all of the above. But I challenge you to tune in to that positive energy and tap into that frequency, because you are much more powerful than you may believe. And the magic that you believed in when you were a child, it's not lost. It's living inside of you, waiting for you to remember. That's a wrap on this episode of Metaphysical Millennial. Thank you so much for tuning in. If today's episode sparked something in your soul, leave a review and share it with a friend who's walking their own magical path. You can also come hang out with me on Instagram and Facebook, and remember, new episodes drop every other Wednesday. Follow and subscribe to stay connected. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and let your magic lead the way.